Hey friend, it's Kia
Hey, this is Nicole Coley.
of Kia and Coley Get Fit.
Kia and Coley Get Fit.
We are at the end of week 1, and what a great week it has been. Like, honestly, it has been one of like some high productivity and challenges and breakthroughs and good conversation, frustrating moments, and really just progress in the right direction. I but and the thing about it is I fully intended to follow the meal plan kind of guidelines that are outlined with the DDP yoga phase 3, and it didn't quite work out that way because that phase 3 has a restriction on both dairy and gluten items, while I'm done good about the gluten items. Yeah, that cheese got me this week. And I did 3 days of the DDP yoga with Coley, and we walked. And I did 4 days with my husband. He got up and did a 10-minute stretchy stretch wake up situation, and that was good. And I was feeling like some changes, like in my, I know, okay, so Nicole and I, when we were talking, said, well, when we're not going to worry about getting on the scale for 30 days. And when I was waking up this morning, I was like, I feel different. I wonder what the scale says. Well, I know that the end result, the goal is not necessarily scale related. However, it is an opportunity to measure. That's not the ultimate goal is to feel good, rest well, be fit and healthy. And I did drop 3 lbs this week. So what? Who's happy about that? Yeah. But anyway, this past weekend has been really good. We typically as a household take a day of rest where we don't schedule any work appointments or obligations outside of the home. We kind of take a break and spend time together with varying degrees of success. And this past Saturday, we went to a local food pantry to volunteer. And it was pretty good because I told my teenage daughters the night before, I told them Friday night that I wanted to do that. And they said, okay. And I reminded them, like, you don't get to bed, you won't wake up in time. And they said, okay. And I went to bed. I stayed up later than I typically do during the week and not as late as I typically do on a Friday. And I rested really well. I've noticed a notable increase in my sleep quality over the past couple of weeks, even before getting like full on saying like day 1, this is happening. And it continues. And Saturday morning, I woke up without an alarm clock and enough time to sit and chat with Coley for a little bit before we went to the food pantry. I woke my teenage daughters up, and one of them wanted to come. The other wanted to come but didn't want to get up. And I made her, and they both had a really good time helping out. And it was some fantastic bonding time. We used to cook for a soup kitchen when we were their age with our mom, and it became the thing that when they had some things come in, they would just give them to us because we'd make something awesome and delicious with it. But at the end of the day, it really became something that we look forward to. So I was really happy to be able to share that experience with my daughters. And after that, I had just, man, I was filled with such a sense of gratitude that I decided I would just clean their room while they went to spend the night with their grandparents. And, well, I don't know where that wild hair came from, but it was after Coley had asked me if we could do something fun, and I like completely forgot, just totally spaced it. And when she came to me, because I didn't even remember. I didn't even understand what she was talking about. But she came to me this morning. I was so proud that she did, because usually it would be something that would end up kind of frustrating her. And this time she came to me and she explained to me how she felt, and I had to like jump on that humble pie and let her know it was certainly not my intention to leave her hanging. But and at the end of the day, we're both continuing to grow and learn and be just better human beings on the planet. So I'll work on doing some more videos this week as we're going through the process to give you some more details. And together, Coley and I are working on dropping over 250 pounds. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Guess I'll talk a little bit about the process that I used to lose 150 pounds, and I'm kind of getting ramped back up with as a part of this process, and adhering to what I call my dietary paradigm and the thought process related to that. Fresh food first, some intermittent fasting, preparing to begin a turpentine protocol, which is really not for beginners, but it has to do with essential oils. I drink a lot of water and started my day with warm liquid and had an amazing poop this morning. So, Colon Chronicles 2020, you gotta let some shit go, get your booty on duty in the toilet. And yeah, the more doo-doo that you do, the smaller your stomach will get. So that tends to be my problem area. That will be the area I'll be focused on. And I do not intend to get on the scale until we've been doing this for a month, because it's more about building better habits and continuing to follow through than it is about the scale for me. And ultimately, like, I was talking to my sister today about, like, I know when I wake up in the morning, if I remember my dreams more clearly, like, yeah, that is definitely an indicator of success, because when I was doing this particular set of practices previously, I remember my dreams like regularly. They were vivid, and that is definitely an inspiration to me. So this week we did DDPY yoga, and today we did a couple of dance workouts that got us really sweating, and that was cool. Like, I enjoyed that. Got to go outside and get my toes in some grass. We were cleaning up, and I cut my foot, and thank God for my brother-in-law. He had a Band-Aid handy, so I got it up there. I don't know if you can see my foot, but there it is right there. See, I got a Band-Aid on it. So, but at least I'm limber enough to do that. So, the yoga is working. The first week of progress. I'm still loving what I see in the mirror. I do look in the mirror and just remind myself that I love myself, and continuing to have consistency with my self-care and being aware of what I'm eating, doing my best not to eat my feelings. And today's real big, like, when was just having a conversation with my sister about something that she did that triggered me, and I felt as at one point I was beyond triggers, but you know what? My trigger found a way. So, like, yeah, I wanted to play, and I thought she did too, and then she got focused on doing something else, and then we ended up not doing what we talked about, and that just really, like, it really bothered me. And I had to go sit outside and think about that for a bit. And I was just like, okay, why did that bother me so much? And when I asked, like, because it's a pattern, it's an indicator of a pattern. So in order to change a pattern, we have to address it and acknowledge it. And honestly, I've been in a state of, like, acceptance of everything and everyone, just actually having to acknowledge a pattern. It made me nervous because I didn't know whether or not it was going to affect our relationship, if he was going to get mad at me and stop talking to me, or if it would just end up more tense than it really needed to be. And I'm grateful that it didn't. We had a really nice conversation. She apologized. She was like, dang, I got so focused. I was so happy doing what I was doing. I said, yeah, that's a great thing. And then really gave it some thought. I was like, she was really trying to do a good thing, like for her children, and I appreciate that. So when I got up this morning, I did a little bit to help her with that, kind of get that done in the way that I understood. I felt as though she wanted it done, just to do something to help to show that, like, yeah, I'm not mad at them. I'm not even mad at her. I'm more mad at myself for not being able to communicate effectively. And we managed to achieve some clarity related to that. So the end of week 1 is in the books. We've been sweating and getting our act together and cleaning out our guts and getting the butts moving and everything. I'm super excited. So, but I guess we'll have some more to share with you. Well, I'll have some more to share with you on week 2.
Fun fact, because my schedule is so busy and Nicole's technical ability is relatively low and she's busy also, we have my amazing 14-year-old daughters, her amazing 14-year-old nieces doing the video editing for us.
And what do they have in common with us?
They're twins. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how she cuts our footage together. So I sell real estate for a living, and she's a life coach. So, yeah. And I realized I probably could sit down and do it, but the amount of time that I would take to do it, I could go sell a couple of houses. So I figured I'm gonna do that.
Right, and by the time I do it, like, Jesus may come back. So we really got to get some help with that. So that's what we chose to do, and thank God, like, I have such amazing and talented nieces. She has amazing and talented daughters who can help us with this project of sharing our joint journey with you. So if you like this video, please feel free to do that. Make a comment down below. Comment down below.
Button down.
Give it a like and a subscribe or wherever that button may be. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to
join us. Let's see how this is gonna go.
Yeah. Or share this video if we made you laugh or if we made you think or said something that you think stinks. Like,
comment. Yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Yes. Comment down below.
So we are 7 days in, roughly. Mm-hmm. We did our day 1 measurements and pictures and stuff last week.
I gotta say that, like, when we looked at our pictures, I was like, I'm looking over my body parts and whatnot, and like my fat on my arm. I call it my flying squirrel situation. It wasn't as big as I thought it was.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, all right. I'm still fine like frog hair. You know what I'm saying? It's good.
Fine like frog hair.
Fine as frog hair, baby. So So very encouraged to keep going. We got up and did the yoga, and our fun name for walking in the morning is, we call it So Goods, because we
feel so good.
That's right. Walk outside and breathing that good prana, baby, and just start looking around, look with wonder at what you see, and just start talking about how grateful we are and count our wins from the day before, and take some time to encourage one another and appreciate each other, like, where we are.
Yeah, I've learned that, I know many of you have heard that everything is energy. And so gratitude is the highest form of energy. And if you're ever feeling down in the dumps or frustrated with a situation or annoyed at people, find something to be grateful for. Because even if there's someone that you don't like, there's always at least one aspect about them, no matter how small. You know what? That's something that you taught me a long time ago.
Yeah, I call it respecting the gangster.
Because yes, no one likes everyone. Let's just be honest. However, if there's some aspect of a person that you can appreciate, even if it's the way that they smile or a piece of jewelry that they wear, whatever. She thought just find the smallest thing and focus your gratitude and energy on that instead of the things that you don't like.
Right.
Well, the same thing goes true with this particular journey. It's a matter of focusing each day on the small wins. So I talk with my hands.
No, but keep doing it. Like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, just loosen up. I'm just like,
Hypnotize you.
wait for it. Go ahead. What were we saying?
I can't even remember.
Oh yeah, even the bad guy is doing the best they can for those they love. So that's an aspect of like radical forgiveness, just understanding that everybody's doing the best they can.
Totally. And at the end of the day, even your family members, especially your family members, what they're doing, they really feel like they're helping you. Yes. Like in their heart of hearts, what they're doing for you or with you or what have you, they really feel like they're trying to help, because legit, nobody wakes up trying to be an asshole. I mean, and even the asshole wakes up thinking, whatever.
I have had thoughts.
We all have asshole moments. Like, everybody has an asshole moment. Like, I have them quite frequently. And thank God my husband is so forgiving, because, like, yeah, I call it putting your ass on your shoulders. Like, be like, I don't know. I have an attitude, and I tell him, like, look, I have an attitude right now, and I'm just give me some time.
What's the difference between an asshole and a pussy?
1 inch.
1 inch.
My children are not going to want to edit this. My children are not going to want to edit this.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
They've heard the joke before.
No, it's not. I would not have used that word.
Oh. Well, maybe she'll, not watch it and just kind of. Comment down below if you've ever said
a word in front of cringy things. Right.
Comment down below if you've
Subscribe
ever said
for more antics of the verbal blabbery of Coley.
Come on now.
I couldn't think of another word. I'm tired.
I know. We are so good to be able to even record this right now, because she does not allow people to see her this tired. So, like, thank you for just acknowledging that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I got 4 hours of sleep last night because I was so excited cleaning my daughter's room and trying to make it just a really special space for them when they got home. And I got up when the rest of the household got up, which is about 8 o'clock. So I laid down about 4. I got up about 8. And even at that, I didn't feel tired until like now, and I've been up like all day and moving, and worked out twice, and got my sweat on, and got my heart rate up, and
so she's not gonna have time for my whole life. We'll tell you that story later. So,
anyway.
Shout outs to your husband, who is amazing.
Rockstar, the best hype man, cheerleader, husband any wife could ever ask for.
Supply Master Chief, who always makes sure that we have the stuff that we need to do the things we do, and when we break it, like, he's amazing at fixing it with spit, grit, duct tape, and just a little trash talking to boot. Like, yeah, I'm insane. Hey,
make it do what it do, baby.
That's right. Hashtag awesome Troy, rock on MVP. MVP in the household, our sister Mia, who has been, she cooked an amazing dinner tonight. It was kind of like Thanksgiving because there was like so many little bits.
I know, and we did, yeah. So it was good. But my sister-in-law, they grow like things they don't eat. They grew like a whole lot of green beans this year, and they sent some to us, and we froze probably about 4 gallons worth, and we cooked up 5 gallons. So we cooked up 2 of them tonight, because I mean, if you ever had fresh green beans, like whatever. And so yeah, it was really delicious. That was the foundational piece of our meal tonight. It was like green beans, pork loin, a little bit of rice, And I made some coleslaw that we intended to have yesterday, but life didn't happen. But it was made, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, they had a chance to kind of like
mellow a bit.
What is that? Marinate in the refrigerator. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and it worked out well. So one thing that, what were you gonna say?
I wanted to, your in-laws giving us green beans, squash. So have they given us zucchini? We got some zucchini from them, cucumbers, some what is that? Those peppers that Troy put on the truck, and they ended up getting
habaneros,
like, and tomatoes. Did I say tomatoes already?
Mm-hmm.
So
baskets,
green beans, cucumbers, tomatoes, squash, and zucchini. So it's like, yeah, a veritable cornucopia,
a veritable ratatouille,
right? Ratatouille, and right. And we're trying to grow some stuff in the garden too. This is my first time ever like dealing with the garden, so it's like a whole new experience altogether. I walk out there and I'm like, ooh, 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 and I see other people's garden. I'm like looking at our garden, I'm like, what's going on? So then I have to remind myself, like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing, so this is reasonable results. Like, we haven't killed but too many plants yet, but that's another story. So yeah, what were you gonna say?
Hold on. So, yeah, in our household is 8 people. We have a vegan, a lactose intolerant. My husband is doing a keto style of eating. Nicole has her dietary paradigm. I am kind of a flex between keto and Coley's dietary paradigm, just like focusing on portion control, moving my body, drinking plenty of water. I like the basic foundational bits and pieces.
Proper rest.
Like,
definitely.
I believe in the sleep thing. So like, yeah,
exactly.
Like, we shut it down like old people. And that's why I can get up in the morning about 4:30, 4:45 and not drag it like, what is life? So, right. Yeah, even though I'm feeling a little bit what is life right now.
I know you're doing so good.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your patience.
You're welcome.
So, I don't know. I think that's. I know there's probably other stuff we wanted to cover.
And we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, this is getting long enough, and we just want to make it long enough so you can have an idea of what's going on, and see if you want to come back. You're dying to say something.
No, who are you?
Who am I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Kia.
Who am I? I'm Coley. We're going to get fit. Come back and see us.
Subscribe and comment.
Down below. Hashtag attitude on gratitude. Thank you.
Or find us on Instagram at 2XL Fluffy, 2XL Fit.